My Apple Watch told me it's time to start standing more, you fat piece of... What's going on, guys? It's Andrew back with another video. Today it's a little bit of a different format. I felt like standing because you gotta stand for something or you'll fall for anything. What? So like I said, today's a little bit of a different format. I'm going to be talking about some sneakers that I regret buying. Now, this is a topic I've covered on this channel before. I made a video last year or 2 years ago. I made a video at some point in the last however amount of time I've been doing this channel where I talked about selling sneakers that you're not going to wear ever. So if you have a pair of sneakers that you haven't been wearing for at least a year, if you're like me and you live in the Midwest and you have all 4 seasons to the fucking fullest extremes, there's shoes you can't wear in the wintertime, shoes you probably don't want to wear in the summertime. So you get to have a nice variety of things. And that's how I justify having a variety of sneakers. However, if I get to a point where I'm not wearing a shoe for a full calendar year, it means I never found the opportunity to do it, or I don't really like the shoe that much. It's not getting any use out of me, so I might as well get rid of it. So what I'm going to talk about today is I've got 4 pairs of shoes right here, all that I regret buying, and I'm going to use this video as an opportunity to kind of pull the band-aid off, and I'm going to put these up for sale on my eBay page. So if you guys are interested in buying these or any shoes that I have up for sale on my eBay page, I'll put a link in the description down below. That's not to say that I don't like these shoes, I just regret buying them because I personally haven't found the time to wear them, or I just don't want to wear them. So let's get right into the first pair, which is an Adidas pair. Now, you don't really see Adidas on this channel very often because most of the time I just don't really like what Adidas is putting out, I'll be honest with you. There have been some shoes that I really like that Adidas has, sold, but nothing that really jumps out at me. This pair, however, did jump out at me when I first saw them, and now that I'm actually taking them out of the box and talking about selling them, I kind of feel a little regretful, but every time I try these on, like I'm about to wear them, I kind of get the same feeling. So what you have here is an Adidas Superstar in this olive green colorway. Now, it's a very simple shoe. Nothing too crazy. This shoe had its moment about 5 years ago. This shoe was extremely popular. A lot of people really were rocking shell toes, and by a lot of people I mean a lot of white girls were rocking the most beat up pair of shell toes you've ever seen in your life. This pair, however, has this nice olive suede across the top, hits of gold along the branding, the white rubber outsole. They're very lightweight, I mean, all things considered for a shell toe. I actually picked these up from Unheard Of when I was in Cincinnati in November, and I haven't worn them since. It was kind of one of those things where, like, I saw them on the shelf, I kind of liked them, wasn't really 100% sold, but I was there, and I was like, I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving here with something.
So with that attitude, I picked these up, and unfortunately, I just haven't really worn them since, and I don't know what's stopping me because they're not a bad shoe. It's just that every time I put them on, I don't like looking down on a shoe, and seeing the way it looks sometimes kind of throws me off. So like when I'm wearing them and I see the shoe from like this angle, I'm not the biggest fan of it, if that makes sense. That's the best way I could describe why I don't wear them, because every time I put them on, I'm like, That's just my personal opinion. Now, if you're like me and you like a clean, classic pair of shoes, like that's what really drew me to this shoe in the first place, was that they were nice, simple, and they are a timeless silhouette, if you ask me. Personally, not my thing. So if anyone's interested, I'm going to throw these up for sale on my eBay page for a good price. I'm not going to try to rip anybody off. I'm not making huge profits over here. If it's not retail, it'll be under retail, so do with that information what you will. So yeah, you can check out the eBay page, the link in the bio. I think I'm committed to that. And these are basically unworn. Like I said, I've tried them on, but I've otherwise never worn them anywhere. So, I mean, they're basically new. Moving on, we've got one that I actually didn't know for sure if I wanted to put on this list, but we've got this black Nike box here. This is a shoe that I really, really liked, and I really liked where the price point was when I bought them. So I don't feel like I really wasted my money, but what you guys have here is the Dunk High Fragment in the Beijing colorway. The black and the wine purple was a really solid combination, and this is when I think Dunks really started to decline. Like Dunk Highs really went on the decline. Personally, I really like this shoe a lot. I think it's a great colorway. I think it's a great collaboration. I think it's simple, not too over the top. Fragment collabs with Nike are usually really, really awesome or really over the top. So I think this one's really subtle, nice and clean, super simple. It's a great collaboration. However, I don't like Dunks that much. I really don't. And if you've seen these in person, if you've had these in hand, you know that this leather is not exactly high quality. It's not collaboration quality. That being said, what did I buy these for? Yeah, you know, I definitely might have overpaid for these. I've worn them a handful of times. You know, they're not the most comfortable shoe in the world, but if you like dunks and you've been looking for a pair of these, if you are this size, check out my eBay page, because these are going up for sale on my eBay page. Because every time I think about selling them, I'm like, oh, I really like that colorway. I might wear them again, but I've gone a whole year I haven't worn them. And then at the same time, it's like, every time I wear them, I feel super uncomfortable. Like, they're just not for me. So, to eBay they go. And if you collect sneakers, if you collect something like that, I recommend doing this every 6 months to a year. Purge your collection. Decide, like, what you really want to keep, what you don't want to keep anymore. It'll make you feel a lot better about the crazy amounts of money you spent on something so stupid. The last two are some Nike boxes. And this one, I'm honestly overpaid for this one as well, I think. So, this is a shoe that I was very excited for. When I was in high school, it was the last time the shoe had retroed. And this came back out, and it's one of those shoes that, again, I bought, hadn't worn, tried them on, didn't wear them outside of the house, just never got around to doing it. And that is the Nike Air Raid. Now, this is the OG colorway, the black, the gray with the silver straps. This is a great piece of Nike basketball history. It was the first Nike outdoor basketball shoe. This retroed in 2020. And that was a year where I didn't really have much else going on, so I was just buying shoes like crazy. It's a shoe that I definitely like. I like it for the history. I like it for the fact that it's, you know, an old school colorway. I like it for the fact that it's an old school model. I like it for, you know, the little details like for outdoor use only written on the bottom of the shoe. For personal wear, it's not my style. It's just not something that I could see myself wearing casually. It's not really a shoe that I can justify keeping, I don't think. It's more like a winter boot than anything else, than an actual like basketball sneaker. Maybe I'll wear them in the winter, but then again, I said that last winter and the winter before that, and it didn't actually happen. So maybe it's time to throw these up on eBay. Like I said, for retail price on these was $140. I spent $160 on them. I'll throw these up on eBay for a reasonable price. Anyone who wants them, go ahead and grab them. Not much to say about the Air Raid other than the fact that it's a great piece of Nike basketball history. And that's about it. Moving on. This one, I'm a bit disappointed in. I'm not going to lie to you. And the only reason I'm not keeping these is because of the fact that they just fit a little too big. So if you're a size 9, these are a size 8.5, these might fit you perfectly. What I've got here, again, I think I've actually worn these once. I'll clean these up before I throw them up for sale on eBay. But what I've got here is the John Elliott Nike Vandal High. Now, this shoe was one that I really loved from the moment I saw it. This is the Nike John Elliott collab on the Vandal High in the black colorway. It's a very monochromatic upper, all black, in this beautiful suede material with summit white on the midsole. This very nice leather heel and leather tongue provide superior comfortability, and the leather sock liner is just right up there with that John Elliott name brand and the quality that you expect from John Elliott. This was one collaboration that I thought was really well done. Now, I've removed the straps, but they included straps with, I think this was just some white detailing. They've got some straps with that are all black leather, which is really nice. I've never taken those out of the box. Some other black leather straps. I don't know, get the strap. So this shoe retailed for $150. I actually bought these for $100. So what happened, I don't exactly know what happened to the hype around this shoe, but it was pretty hyped when they first came out with images, and then the hype really fucking died. I don't know why. Because I think John Elliott as a designer is really fantastic. He had a huge moment right before this collaboration. He was really at the top of his game in terms of like streetwear, and people's everyday fashion sense was really inspired by John Elliott. Since then, I'll be honest with you, I haven't really paid attention, but I'm a guy in a black hoodie, so John Elliott, thank you. That being said, I regret buying them because I thought they were a bit too big for me, and maybe I gotta try them on again because they're a really great shoe and I'd really hate to let them go. But if they're too big for me, you'll see them on my eBay page, and if you wear a size 9, I'd recommend these because they're an 8.5 and they might fit you better. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to wrap up the video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what shoes you regret buying, and if you still have them or if you don't have them anymore, let me know. I'd love to hear it from you guys. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, this is Andrew signing off. Peace. I'm not the biggest fan. That's fucking funny.